Hello, I'm aquatic and welcome back to the Minecraft console information / update video. Today I wanted to talk about the really important issue regarding the console edition. I know it's going to be hard to make, that's why I have the face cam, because I just wanted to be honest about everything here. I very much believe in telling the reality of the situation. A lot of people prefer telling the kind of narrative that's happening, but this is the reality of what really seems to be happening with Minecraft console editions and really where it's all going in the future, because I don't think it's all good. I think when people say that a game is dead, I think when people say Minecraft is dead, they're often being exaggerating, like, oh, it's not as big as it was at one point, or it is way bigger than it's ever been, like with Minecraft, but I don't like it, therefore it's not big. But Minecraft console is dying in one of the most literal senses of the word, and let me explain why I think that's the case in today's video. So with that said, let's get straight into the very first kind of key thing. As you all know, I care about like the stats of like how fast each Minecraft developer is doing, and the easiest way to measure this is how many major updates each platform releases a year. As we all know, like the golden days of Minecraft console were when they went from having 2 updates a year or 3 updates a year to having 4 updates 2 years in a row. They brought in mini games as well as new content. It was, 2015 and 16 huge years for Minecraft, console edition. And if you compare that to where we are right now, in the last 12 months, there has been 1 major update for Minecraft console edition. Except even then, calling it a major update is kind of misleading. It was a small update to bring in a few bedrock features like dying horse armor and new cauldrons and stuff. It was nice. It was a little bit of an exploration. I had some fun with it, but it wasn't a huge update, and that's the only thing we've really had in the last year. There wasn't a skin pack, mashup pack, texture pack, or all of the above. And although, I like mashup packs, and although there's something to be said about texture packs, I think the truth is, like, DLC isn't content. DLC isn't updates. The engine has slowed down, it was chugging along, and now it's kind of stopped. And what is the what's the deal with that then? And what's happening there? And the simple explanation is that Minecraft Console Edition is coming to an end. We've all known this for a while, but they confirmed officially with the Aquatic update that would be the last update coming out for the 360, the PS3, the Wii U, as well as the PS Vita. And obviously the update before that, the current update we have, has been the last update for the Xbox One and for the Switch edition. So this means that there is 6, there's 4 platforms going to be dead very soon. There's 2 platforms that are dead right now. 6/7 of the Minecraft console edition, console base, and way more of the user base, because most Minecraft console edition players are on 360, are, no longer be playing a version of the game that is updated. One of the strengths of Minecraft as an XBLA game, as a PlayStation 4 game, as an Xbox One game, as a game as a whole, is the fact that it was updated so often. Minecraft is actually one of the pioneers of the concept that's now just used in video games today, of games as a service, games that are constantly being updated, and the fact that, that constant update service is going to end is going to be kind of the death of all of those consoles. Minecraft Console Edition is coming to an end for 6 out of 7 of the platforms, and although we've already known that, that's kind of been a thing, I wanted to mention that the interesting thing about it is it seems to be a little step removed from even that. So why do I think it's really bad news? Even for the PlayStation 4 edition, which is going to be the last remaining console edition for some amount of time, I think it's bad news because I think the PlayStation 4 edition is the biggest compromise Mojang has made. Microsoft, whoever makes the decisions. Again, it's like a lot of different teams working together, but it's the biggest compromise that they made, allowing PlayStation 4 editions to still have a updated version of the game. You've got to understand, Sony basically, they offered Sony a thing, which you can argue is a good deal or not. We don't know the specifics of it, like, would it have involved Xbox Live? Because if so, that's a big no-no. But regardless what the deal was, Sony says no cross-play no matter what. And Microsoft's like, well, our game is cross-platform across every single thing besides the Java version, and why can't you join in on that then? And as a result of that, they decided not to do that, which means the PlayStation 4 edition is the one surviving edition of the game. Except again, because it's such a compromise to keep up to begin with, because obviously the Xbox One edition and the Switch edition were very abruptly just killed, like, okay, well, no more updates, like, let's move people to the new Minecraft bedrock version, which again, it sounds bad on the surface that you're like, wait, we switched people over. But that's what happened. Whether you think it's a good thing or a bad thing, I think now, after the amount of time it's been with the Aquatic update, it is it's been a good time. Everyone who has switched over is having a good time for the most part. Again, there's issues, there's big issues, but they're trying to address them one by one, and they're doing a good job when they do address them. Minecraft Xbox One has gone from being like a let's say a 1 out of 10 to like maybe a 6 out of 10. Like, we've got some really good progress. Minecraft Switch, Minecraft Bedrock for the Switch is a flawless rendition of the game. For me, me, it works amazingly. It's just a solid, well put together thing, and basically the Bedrock version is winning people over, and because of that, the console editions is not even going to be missed at some point, you might imagine. But the reason I'm saying all this is that, yeah, both the Xbox One edition and the Switch edition, they're not coming back. If there was a time where maybe both editions would exist side by side, and they do if you already own the old one, but they're not coming back. So 2 dead editions, 4 editions seem to be dead, and I think the PlayStation 4 edition is in a really worrying place as the last console edition surviving, as the remnant of the Minecraft console edition brand. I think it's bad news because the update Aquatic has been so vaguely promised and never really going anywhere. Like, remember, at one point, Minecraft, the update Aquatic was going to be out everywhere at the same time. That was the goal Minecraft had literally less than a year ago from now. And then, just before the update Aquatic, they're like, actually, that goal is different. It's going to be first on Bedrock, and then similar times on, Java to Bedrock, and then sometime after, like a little while after, it's all we knew, it'd be coming out on the PlayStation 4. That is basically the death sentence, as far as I'm concerned, for the PlayStation 4 edition, because Bedrock and Java are up there, like, enjoying new content. Again, one of the key things of the game. They're enjoying the lack of limitations, which those versions already had. They had all the benefits already, and adding the lack of updates on top of that, in my opinion, this might sound overdramatic, is one of the dead things in the nail. Like, why would you play a version of the game where you have to wait, unless you literally can't, which is fine. If you're still playing PlayStation 4, I think the edition will exist for some amount of time. I think you'll still be able to play it, but I think it's very much the side version of the game. They want it to be seen as just the weird PlayStation 4 port, which is how they, think about it this way. As, where Minecraft Console Edition was, just before it kind of, ended and was shifted over to Bedrock, was kind of an equal-ish version of the game. Not quite equal to Bedrock, not quite, arguably better in Bedrock in some ways, but not quite equal to Java, but following it by a little bit. Whereas now, Minecraft PlayStation 4 is going to be following it by some amount we don't even know. Who knows how that's going. And it's going to be, and even then, we don't know how long it's going to last. They've made no promises about how long it will exist, so just keep in mind, Minecraft PlayStation 4 is very much the weird side edition of the game. I'm going to be following it because I like 4J Studios a lot. I'm never going to be abandoning Console Edition. I think 4J have done a great job making Console Edition. I think the last 6 years of, what I've, done on my channel, I've been playing Minecraft Console Edition for all of those years, has been a wonderful time, and I intend to keep following these updates forwards. I'm excited for the updates Aquatic and consoles, because it's going to be different, it's going to be better, and this is true for every update going forward. I intend to check them out at least some amount. However, I will say, even though I think 4J have done a great job, I think they've been great games, I'm excited for the future that we're going towards. So, yeah, the good news is that the console has slowly, the console seemed like it was fading away, but what if it's the other way around? What if the console edition is slowly becoming a part of Bedrock? And a while ago, I wouldn't have believed that I'd be saying this. It seemed when the console edition was being replaced, console people's opinions were being ignored left and right. And I think nowadays, or, maybe there's been a change in management, maybe they've just started to understand where console edition people are coming from, but console players, I feel like, are being represented a lot better. Why do I think that? Well, the new Bedrock UI system, for instance, that, they're going to be developing a new console UI to not make it look, they're actually putting effort into console-specific things like this. And a lot of the old, console edition, features have slowly made their way into Minecraft Bedrock, such as placing, and there's a lot of tiny things like that. And this is before 4J has started working on the new version. The reason that I think Minecraft Bedrock, the reason I'm doubling down on playing Minecraft Bedrock, where I was reluctant for a little bit, and I was like, well, I'm excited for updates, so I'll play it for this reason. The reason that I'm doubling down on Minecraft Bedrock now, the reason that I'm still playing this version of the game, and that I'm excited for it, and I think this is where the future is just because of the fact that if 4J is working on it as well as, the people who clearly intend to advocate for the community, because there is clearly decent number of developers. I could name some examples like Tanner Pearson or Helen Angel or whoever else, not developer, but you get the point. There's a lot of people who are actively trying to reach out to as many community people as possible and understand what they're going with. I think having this as well as having 4J, who again, they're phenomenal at console ports. If you don't know 4J Studios, as well as making console editions of Minecraft, which, you can argue what you think about it. I think most people are vaguely positive, but they've made the console ports for so many games. In fact, as a studio, 4J Studios has mostly just made console ports for things like Oblivion, the prequel to Skyrim, for things like Banjo-Kazooie even, and Perfect Dark. They made a bunch of ports, and having them on the Minecraft Bedrock team will hopefully help the ports feel less like ports, and feel more like a version of the game running on that platform. Minecraft on the Xbox One edition, as on the Xbox One, had some issues, and Minecraft Switch arguably has a few small ones. Having console edition specialists working on there, as well as having these developers who care about the console community, as well as the fact that 4J, have 6 years of just Minecraft console edition player experience, knowing what people want, what they're doing, etc. I think even though Minecraft Console Edition it's dead or dying, you can argue which one it is. Either it's dead all the way, or it's just mostly dead and it's on its last legs of the PS4, and that will last for... I have the PS4 controller. Look at this visual. Either the PS4 is the last remnant of a dying breed, or you can say it's dead and it's just this, like, weird permanent membrane. I would say that it's dying, not dead. Again, we'll see how that ends eventually. Maybe the PS4 lasts forever. Maybe there's a Minecraft PlayStation 5 edition developed by 4J. I highly doubt it. But again, that's why it's not dead in my opinion. It's dying. But I think Minecraft Bedrock console as a brand, hopefully, is something that improves in the future. I think the last year alone has made some huge strides, and given that Minecraft has huge plans for the future, given that Minecraft is expanding massively, Minecraft Bedrock has over 70 million people playing every single month. Did I get that statistic right? But yeah, looking at least once per month into Minecraft, it's a huge thing, and 20% of the US population, according to a recent thing, and I think that just goes to show, although Minecraft is probably, I think, deliberately changing their demographics because there are more profitable demographics and less profitable ones. If you like Minecraft, the game is going to be improving, and I think the place where the game is improving most is Minecraft Bedrock. And I know on this channel, that's a really unpopular opinion. Again, a lot of people, they want me to stick to, it used to be like this, it's always going to be like that. A lot of people say, look, if you had an opinion once, never change it, please, because I like you having... I want you to be followable, but the truth is, I share how I see things on this channel. There's no, ulterior motive here of, aha, he's saying this because he might get X, X, and Y. The only thing you can maybe argue that for is, well, if he argues Minecraft Bedrock is good, then maybe more people will play it, and maybe they'll watch my videos, which are mostly on Bedrock more. But again, even that's a little bit of a stretch. This is the situation of Minecraft Console Edition from the guy who spent 6 years covering the news, covering what's coming in the future, covering some of the weird things that are only found in this version of the game. It was me back in the day that found out that maps were a smaller size than most people claimed. A lot of it was I think I held the speedrunning record for a little bit. I love the console edition version of the game, and it hurts me to see it go where it is, but I think progress is a fine thing. I think Minecraft Bedrock, once it reaches whatever point it is, there will be a point, it could be in the next year, it could be in the next 6 months, it could be in the next 5 years, there is going to be a point where it is objectively better in every single way than the old console edition, and that's just because there is sheer money, effort, time, love, maybe, I don't know how much love, I mean, big studios you could argue don't have so much of that, but there is all of the good things being poured into it, and that's why Minecraft console is dying. Long live Minecraft console? Question mark. But that is my opinion. I expect, a bunch of, dislikes and people being like, no, you're wrong. I still play the console, and that's fine. You can still play your console edition as long as you humanly want, but my full recommendation is, try a Bedrock platform, actually. I've had a few subscribers be like, yeah, actually, I only have a 360 because, consoles aren't quite as popular anymore. I didn't upgrade to the Xbox One yet, or I did it way later. Playing the Android version, the Bedrock version, and then being able to play on Xbox, it's kind of cool, actually. I like that cross-platform capability. A few people from my realm, actually. You might recall Casey switched over playing an Android because lost an Xbox for a complex reason, and it's like, oh yeah, it's cool that I can just pick up that same game I used to have, and a lot of people play with me Windows 10. I like this diversity we have nowadays, and I hope you do too. But that's just my opinion. Maybe you disagree with it. Just let me know in the comments down below if you have something more than just, oh, I'm angry for jump for, I don't crack on, yeah. If your opinion's that, then thank you very much for watching regardless. Your ad revenue counts all the same. Goodbye.